So I didn't show you the end of the manufacturing process, but drilled, countersunk, ground down the edges. I beveled, chamfered the edges so it'll sink down a little bit. Two of them, one too thin and one too thick. To replace the original that's worn out. See how they fit. One more thing I was going to show you. Somebody was making a joke of the mufflers on this when Mrs. CW mentioned the rust, and all fixed now. Thanks to Pisser. Original muffler. Rusted out by now, but not bad for almost 30 years old. And I replaced that muffler last year. Original exhaust system. 1984, almost 30 years. But it's rusted. Rusted. Let's see how that baby cranks up. I haven't started it in probably a week or 10 days. Of course, it hasn't been that cold around here. What happened to my dash cover? We don't need a stinking dash cover. What a mess. I've been scattering things around. Crank it up! Oh, somebody that watches my videos, of course, just bought, there's a couple of two-wheel drive diesel Suburbans. He just bought a four-wheel drive diesel, and the guy put a new starter, new injectors, new glow plugs, and it turns out all that was wrong with it was a switch that I don't have. When they went to the newer style glow plug relay, this is the old style, 84 or 85 was the last year. When they went to the newer style, it has a box up there instead of that screw-in thing that goes into the coolant passage. They went to one that sits on top. Anyways, there's a switch right there. I remember seeing it. A two-contact switch sits right here, and that detects the coolant temperature for the glow plug relay, which is back there. That's the old style, like I have in my 84 Blazer. Doesn't use that relay here at all. It uses a box that is, I actually have one. This is the old style, I think. No, that's too heavy to be the old style. I think this is the 85, 86 and up style. No, that's a starter solenoid. Oops. No wonder it's so heavy. But I definitely have one. Where? Lock, bushings, block heater, made in Canada. Oil pressure switch, short one. Huh, thought it was right here. Four-wheel drive solenoid. Forgot to take one of those off in the junkyard in California. It was right in front of my eyes and I didn't take it. Inner sway bar bushings, block heaters, block heater cords, sway bar bolts. There's the old style relay on the fender, 84 and older. But I have the new one somewhere here. Huh. Thought it was right here. Glow plugs. .5, 88 to 93, 6.2, 6.5, feed pump, glow plugs. Oh, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. So this is the kind that they changed to at 85 or 86. This goes on, I've got 93 written down here. Got that in 2008. Wow, 5 years ago. It's just been sitting on the shelf. Anyways, that goes in the back. And the power goes through here, electronic controls, but it also gets a signal from here. A two-prong switch that goes there. And I've seen them. I never knew what it was for. Now I know. It detects the coolant temperature, and it tells this thing to send the power. Instead of using a relay here and a temperature switch there, it uses a temperature switch here, relay in the back, and power to the glow plugs. So this is a 93 style with a weather pack connector. They had an intermediate style, I think. I'll put that back where it was. So I learned something that I didn't know of how the style of relay on the back of the engine that just sits on top gets its temperature right there. And that's what the guy cleaned. He cleaned the contacts. This fellow who bought the Suburban in '88. Guy couldn't figure it out. And all he had to do was just pull that wire off and touch the contacts in the wire plugged together, and would have cranked up. So he says it's a 15-minute repair. So that's great. Anyways, let's crank this up. Listen. Click. Listen, listen. There's a solenoid that holds the fast idle open, but you have to energize it and then pull the throttle open. Crank her up! Then you get your fast idle, and after 5 or 6 or 7 minutes of idling, if it's working properly, the temperature switch that I changed in the back of the engine, if it's working properly, it'll come down, which it never did. Yeah, R12. Tons of junk. R12. Freon. So will the fast idle come down? Was that switch that I changed in the back of the motor on the other side, was that the problem? I don't know. I got pressure. Come on, fast idle. Fast idle never came down, so I suspect that switch wasn't opening the circuit and de-energizing the high-speed relay solenoid, whatever you want to call it. I got antifreeze junk. Come on. 3-4 minutes. Works on the Blazer with the mangled wiring, but why doesn't it work on this one? Should be getting warm. Click. Rub, 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 rub. started this thing up in a couple of weeks. I want to see if my fast idle comes off. I fixed the switch and I haven't started it up to test it.
Guess what? None of those screws fit.
No, they don't make 1024?
Here. 1020.
1032.
1024. Yeah, but it just doesn't seem to.
And that fast idle's not coming on either. What a pain. Yeah, it stinks, that's for sure. I'll turn it off. I thought I had repaired that switch.
Redone?
Well, I rebuilt the starter, the water pump, but I put a new switch in.
I mean the body on this?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this the Rochester one?
Yep, that's Pisser's paint job. How nice that is.
Yeah, it is nice.
Isn't it amazing? Well, no rust on it. It had a bunch of big dents in the back.
Yeah.
But I'm going to turn this thing off.